Hi, Mandy. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. You got anything you want to talk about, bring to the forefront, work out, anything?
Um, yes, actually, my roommate right now, he hasn't gotten a job since he's been here, which has been since July.
So when you say he's been here since July,
Well, yeah, I flew him up here for because I live with my boyfriend. So,
excuse me.
you're fine. So I live with my boyfriend, so I flew him up here so that they could be together. Like it was more as a surprise, like gift at first. That he was just gonna be up here for a couple weeks, maybe. But then he decided he wanted to be up here to stay up here and live with us. So, um, yeah. So my boyfriend kind of told me that he was just going to get like, he's gonna get a job and he's gonna be fine over a couple of months, and he's a good worker and everything like that. And my boyfriend's a good worker, so I believed him, and he's his twin brother, so um, yeah. But it turns out that it's been almost a year and he hasn't gotten one call back or one interview. So I mean, all that really says is you're not trying. Like all it really says.
What are some of the things that are bothering you with him being there? Excuse me.
Well, with him being there, it bothers me that for one, I feel like over the past couple months, since we've been kind of like hounding him on getting a job for once, he has been kind of like arguing back. Like he doesn't want to hear apply somewhere today. Like he thinks that that's just being mean and like rude, and he's been kind of being like a little bit like actually extremely ungrateful because I feel that he's being ungrateful because I don't know, because he doesn't ever really, I mean, he says thank you, when we feed him, and like he doesn't ever say thanks for letting us, he never has said thank you for letting me live here for this long without a job. And I feel like, I don't know, like that just in itself is just, by this long, I mean, I don't know, instead of arguing, him not saying thank you, it bothers me.
It bothers you?
Yeah, I guess I don't know, it bothers me because, I don't know, like I'm tired of supporting him, and he's 23, and I mean, like I supported him for a while now, and I'm 19 years old. I don't need to be supporting someone who is, I don't know. That's just how I feel.
So do you think if he said thank you and showed that he was a little bit more grateful, do you think that may bring some different feelings, or?
Different feelings not for sure, but different feelings. Yeah, I could see that, because maybe not different feelings on him getting a job, but maybe feeling different feelings as in not sorry, different feelings as in, I don't know. I guess not being as mad with him, but I would still be upset if he, like, I wouldn't be okay with him not getting a job, is what I'm trying to say. Like, but I wouldn't be as upset as I am now at him.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, let me summarize. So, for your boyfriend's birthday, you sent for his twin brother to come up. And he has been there since July of last year. And you're upset because he seems to be ungrateful, or at least you feel he's being ungrateful. And he gets agitated or angry when you ask him about a job.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's correct for so far, right?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. What does he do? Are you aware of what he does, or do you know what he does all day?
I'm pretty sure that he just sits at home and plays video games or sleeps. I mean, he cleans and does the dishes, like, but it's still like that's all he does, and most of the time he's playing video games and is he doesn't do anything. He doesn't. I mean, he's gone on like a couple like. He's done a couple things with his friends, but generally speaking, he doesn't actually hang out with his friends. Like, he doesn't actually go do anything productive. Like, unless we kind of like have to tell him for like 3 days, can you go play somewhere?
Well, you mentioned that you're 19, you shouldn't be taking care of anybody earlier. Do you feel that you're taking care of him alone, or is this something? Have you talked about this? Have you talked about this, or do you just feel that way, and your partner does he feel the same way?
Oh yeah, he feels the same way that I do. He's more mad at him because that's just his brother, and he's like, dude, come on. But he's still like, I don't know, he's still upset because he doesn't feel like he has anywhere he really should go. He doesn't have a good place to go right now. So, I don't know. I don't know.
So, how do you feel when he comes home, when you come home, excuse me, and he's just laying there? What do you feel when you walk in and you see him? What exactly do you feel?
I feel like frustration, like extremely, because like I know today when I go home, like my boyfriend's still gonna be at work, but I know he's just gonna be laying there, probably playing a video game or like watching a movie or something, and it's just gonna be, and it's like I was at work at 6 this morning. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and like I had 2 classes today, and like. I mean, it's whatever, but then when I come home and then, like, it's like, and I see him just laying there, and I know he's been laying there for, like, a year almost, and I don't know. It'd be different if I knew he was trying.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like he's not.
Okay. So, let me summarize and correct me if I'm wrong. He came here, you sent for him, he came here for a surprise for your brother for his birthday. He's been sitting at your house since July. He hasn't looked for a job.
I mean, he's just started to look, but like generally speaking, he just started to look because we just started saying something. So.
Okay, so basically you had to motivate him.
Exactly.
And now you've discussed it with your boyfriend. He feels the same way.
Yeah.
And pretty much you just had enough.
Yeah.
That pretty much.
That sums it up.
Okay.
Pretty perfectly.
So, what would you like to see happen?
What I would like to see happen is James, or I'm sorry, my boyfriend's brother to get a job, and I mean that's kind of vague, but at least try. I want him to prove to me that he's applying himself, and to Jason, my boyfriend. I'm sorry, and to my boyfriend. I want him to just prove that to us, and by, I guess the way that he could do that is just, I mean, I don't know, if he's been trying, he would have gotten a call, I feel like. So at least get a call, or like at least get like an interview, like a call for an interview, like, you know what I mean? Or at least call back. He has not called back. Like, you know, you call back a job
Yeah.
to try to see, you know. Yeah, my boyfriend actually one time had to call one of the jobs that he applied for, that his brother applied for, acting like him. So, to answer your question, what I would like to see out of this is him definitely apply himself and prove it.
How would you know, or how would you feel, how would you know if he was applying himself if you're gone all day?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. How would I know? I don't know. I mean, I guess getting a call, because he doesn't have a phone, so it would have to be Jason's phone or my boyfriend's phone, so he would have to call him. So he would tell me, obviously. So I guess that's how I'd figure out. But I mean, that's just like me thinking that that's his only way of applying himself. But I feel like that's some way personally that I feel shows that you are applying yourself. I mean.
So you would be good if he just applied himself and got some callbacks, and that would make you feel different, or at least feel that he was trying, as you stated earlier, correct?
Yes. I feel like a callback would definitely show that.
Okay. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how motivated are you to accomplish this goal?
I'm definitely a 10. I don't even know I'm thinking about it. I'm a 10. I'm just thinking about all the stuff I just said about how I'm gonna go home, but I'm definitely a 10. I want this to happen.
Right.
I want it to happen.
So what are some of the things that you feel you could do to accomplish this goal?
I could. I've been thinking about doing this, but I was kind of on the fence about maybe telling my boyfriend to just tell him, hey, we need to give your brother we need to give him kind of like an ultimatum. Like, not to be harsh, but I mean, we're gonna give you like this amount of months, maybe like 3 months or something. Like, that's a good amount of time to get a job. So I mean, I feel that way. So I don't know. I've been thinking about telling him to talk, that we could like sit down with him and talk to him about it. Just be like, look, you need to get a job within this time, or we're going to like, I guess, pitch in and get you a ticket out of here, because it costs less to do that in the long run than to like support him for another year.
So what's a specific time that you could sit down and talk to him?
Like when, well, my boyfriend works late, so probably the day that we have off, which would be Thursday, after I get out of class. Maybe not this week though, because that's a little soon. I have to like talk about it and everything, but next week, at Thursday, I think that's when I will do it.
Thursday next week. That will be, today's the 19th month, on the 27th of April.
Yeah.
That's when you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
At what time do you think you'll do it? Probably, what are you gonna relax? Probably about 5 o'clock, we'll say?
Yeah, about 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like 6, maybe like relax for a little bit and talk to my boyfriend a little bit more, and like, so I don't just come home and like, just start going off the hammer about it, I guess. So yeah, I would say probably like 6, yeah.
Okay, well, that seems like that seems realistic,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. And that's all. There's nothing else going on with him. That's the only thing you wanted to accomplish and get a move on.
Well, that covers the job, but maybe maybe like, I don't know. Like, his attitude just bothers me. Like, and I don't know how to address it, because I feel like I feel like it's not my it's not my place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I had just, I mean, when he flew up here, that was the first time I met him. That was the first time I ever met him in person. And, like,
Oh, so you kind of got a crash course on meeting him and figuring out who he is,
yeah,
and if you could really live around his personality, how he acts, and things of that nature. Is that what you mean?
yeah. And he was generally like my boyfriend because they're twins. He was really just generally like him, but then I don't know. I don't know. When they started arguing, he just got an attitude and just has it. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't know.
So the job, him getting a job, is the main thing that's bothering you right now. That has to take place, like his ungratefulness, his sense of entitlement, and all these other things that he's laying around. All that's just bothering you, and you kind of feel. Correct me if I'm wrong. You just kind of feel like, hey, you need to start working like everybody else, and that's just how I feel.
Yeah, and I feel like it frustrates me more that I just haven't said that yet. Maybe.
Oh,
Like, maybe not frustrates me more, but like, it's just like,
it's time.
yeah.
Pretty much, that's what you're saying. It's
Yeah,
time.
and it's like, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not in this, like I said, I'm not in the place to do it for some reason. I feel like, I don't know. See, that's what frustrates me. It's like, I don't know why I feel that way. Maybe I mean, I know him. I've been living with him for almost a year, and I know him very well. It's just, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to be that person who, like,
Right.
I don't know.
You don't know what don't you know?
I don't know. I feel like I hate to say this, but I feel like I want to talk to my boyfriend about like just talking to him. Like-
Oh, so what you're saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is
Like
that
not whenever we go sit down and talk with him.
you
Not
you want to just? Is it that you just want?
I've been wanting this for a while to just tell my boyfriend like talk to your brother, like, because my boyfriend will say, like, because I'm usually at home with him, he'll be like, tell me to talk to him or say this to him or tell him to apply this place or something, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I feel like I just want to be like, you talk to him, like, I don't know.
So let me make sure that we're doing the right thing here. So it's not that you feel you don't need to talk to your boyfriend about talking to him. That's not the problem, because you guys have already talked about it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's just talking to him and you want to see results, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So we have come up with April 27th, around 5-ish, but that's the day. And that gives you enough time to prepare and to relax, right? You feel comfortable with that, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully he starts looking for a job and get work,
Hopefully.
and that will, as you say, it just bothers you that he's just laying around. So hopefully
On top of his attitude.
on top of his attitude. Okay, so you're gonna try and talk to him, and there we got everything specific. We got a timely manner. We got the action, and it's realistic.
I would say so too.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm
well,
looking forward to it.
okay. Well, good luck and thanks for sharing.